Hello and welcome back to Balla Ball. Rohit Sharma's 100 is something that we are going to talk about at the very beginning of this video because it was outstanding. The way Rohit Sharma played, I think he looked confident in the first game as well, but that same shot that he succeeded in playing, that was very good in the second match, is something that he got out to in the first game. So he mistimed it, it went up in the air, it got straight and it was caught. So again, we thought that Rohit Sharma is out of form. He's continuing to be so. But if you look at it, Rohit Sharma was never out of form in white ball cricket. His performance never quite dipped in white ball cricket. It is just red ball cricket where he looked clueless. And I still personally believe, and I'll continue to believe, that his career in red ball cricket is certainly over. But in white ball cricket, I was sure that he will show glimpses of his old self, but I didn't expect him to play the way he did. And that is outstanding for India because that very first shot, that flick towards mid-wicket, paid off, and thereafter every shot he tried to play was so perfectly timed. You know, that same hand-eye coordination that he's always been known for, that same timing, that same lazy elegance as they call it, was on display. And Rohit Sharma really looked very confident, and there was this kind of, I don't know, some kind of frustration, some kind of aggression that he knows people are waiting for him to retire. He knows people want him to fail. Almost such a feeling where Rohit Sharma is out there to prove something and he's standing tall. He's not showing a lot of expressions, but it's clear that he's there with an intent. He's there with a lot of frustration and anger within, which is what we need from Captain Rohit Sharma in the Champions Trophy. And that does really increase our chances in doing well in the Champions Trophy. So very happy about that. Moving forward, the other opener, Yashasvi Jaiswal, in the first game, unfortunate, he couldn't get off to a very good start. 15 runs of 22 deliveries, and now we see that he's been dropped from the Champions Trophy squad. But unfortunate for him, but I think that was the only option left for India because there's just 15 who can travel for any ICC tournament. And while there were talks that maybe Shreyas Iyer may be dropped, I would have been really disappointed and upset had that happened. So I think I'm happy with the fact that Yashasvi Jaiswal, who's got a great career ahead of him, and the fact that he hasn't played a lot of ODI cricket, just that one ODI in which he couldn't perform well, has been kept out of the squad, which is okay. Shubman Gill, at least in India, he's always looked outstanding. And here too, he was fantastic. Such a good display of shots on the leg side especially, which he's always been very good at. But the way he plays the shots while on the back foot, I think that is so impressive. That is such a treat to the eyes that you cannot not watch the replay of every shot he plays towards the legs. Whether it's a pull shot, whether it's a normal mid-wicket shot, whether it's something off the pads, whether it's a flick, whatever it is, on the leg side, he is so good. But the only issue comes, I don't think he's weak in the offside. He's okay in the offside. But the only issue that he has is outside of India. Outside of India, his numbers are really disturbing. For us Indians, these are things that we cannot ignore. Fact is, Shubman Gill outside of India has looked a completely different batter. A completely clueless and skill-less batter, if I may use that word. That is something he'll have to work on. Of course, the matches are in Dubai, but that is where he'll have to do well in the Champions Trophy. If he's able to replicate this kind of performance, India will be not only strong contenders, but I think the strongest contender to lift the trophy this time. Now coming to Virat Kohli, the king. He's just played one inning, so it's too early to judge. But again, he happened to edge the delivery of Adil Rashid, and his weakness against spin was pretty visible. That is something he'll have to work on. And we truly hope that he gets to score 100 in that last game, but it's just that one game prior to the Champions Trophy that's there. There will be warm-up games in Dubai, which could help India, but the fact is that Virat Kohli really desperately needs that one big knock in ODI cricket because he has been the king of ODI cricket. This is one format that makes Virat Kohli, the legend, the greatest of all time. Therefore, this has to be it. He has to find a way to score that one big 100 and go into the Champions Trophy like a king in confidence. When we talk of Shreyas Iyer, yes, the man who was about to be dropped, the man who probably wouldn't have traveled to Dubai for the Champions Trophy had he not played the way he did. I think he was outstanding. I think there was nothing that you could point out that was wrong in his technique, in the way he approached his innings in both the matches. I think, of course, he didn't get to score too big in either of them, but the first game, the way he handled the short pitch deliveries, which used to be his weakness, which is something he struggled against all his career, I think he was Very, very comfortable this time, hitting them for sixes and watching the ball properly all through, not having any kind of fear which used to be there earlier. This is the kind of things he used to do against the short deliveries, but now he was watching the ball up to the last moment and timing the ball very well, hitting the ball the way it should be. Whether it is over third man for six, whether it is playing cut shots, or whether it is playing a pull shot, he was at it. He looked very comfortable, very upbeat. Overall, his body language was very upbeat, and that is a very positive thing for India, that at number 4, you've got this solid batter who did so well in the 2023 ICC World Cup and is now again doing so well. So I think Shreyas Iyer is really, really one of the solid pieces of the Indian batting puzzle who must be there at number 4. And there is no way we can drop him in any game, because he is so good potentially, and now even technically he's getting better, that there cannot be any batter better than him for number 4 at this point. Number 5, Akshar Patel has batted, which was a bit of a surprise for all of us. And of course, he was fearless. He's been an attacking option for India. He's been very good. He's looked too good. Just the way he looked in the T20 World Cup when he was asked to bat at 4 or 5 on certain occasions. And he looked very good. But the fact is that KL Rahul, what's wrong with him? KL Rahul was our number 5 batter. He is the wicketkeeper batter for India who batted so well in the 2023 ICC World Cup, and who's always done well for India, whether you ask him to open, whether you ask him to bat at 3, 4, 5, 6 or wherever. He's done well, and he's such a technically strong batter. He's someone who can get you hundreds in 50 to 60 balls if need be. So I think KL Rahul, you cannot push him down to 6. KL Rahul is not a batter that's worse than Akshar Patel. Akshar Patel certainly is a batting all-rounder now, given the way he has been batting for the last 1 year or so, but he's not better than KL Rahul. He's not as talented as KL Rahul. He's nowhere close. That is a fact. So KL Rahul has to bat at 5. There is no other way we can make Akshar Patel bat at 5 and KL Rahul bat at 6. He's not an MS Dhoni who's going to come in and finish games, who's going to hit helicopter shots all across the ground. He's such an artistic batter. He's such a technically strong batter. You want him to play his natural game. You want him to play the shots that he's known for. And for that, you have to give him that freedom. Now, when we talk of the bowling, I think Ravindra Jadeja, out of nowhere, has looked outstanding. He's been right on the money. He's bowled where he should. He's troubled the batters. He's been quick. He's also slowed down a bit when need be. And he's been very aware of the match environment, the surroundings, the weather, the pitch conditions, because of which he's bowled just the way he should have. So Ravindra Jadeja's bowling at this point is a big asset for India. And he'll, of course, be batting at number 8, which is okay, which provides a lot of stability and allows the top order like Rohit Sharma to go out and express himself, to go out and attack. Because Rohit Sharma in one-day cricket can only do well if he attacks, if he plays the way he did. 119 of 90 balls. 90 of 90 balls, I don't see him doing. So this is what Rohit Sharma needs, and for that you need a Ravindra Jadeja at 8. Mohammad Shami has looked okay. I won't say he's looked very good, but he's looked okay. I think he's yet to find his rhythm. He has to bowl a lot more overs. He has to continue bowling, because the more he bowls, the more he'll find his rhythm back. The way he bowled in the 2023 World Cup, I think that's very far from where he's bowling right now. So he has to get there. He has to work hard to get there. But with all his experience and the number of games, number of wickets he has under his belt, I don't think that's a reason to worry about. Now, Harshit Rana has been drafted in place of Jasprit Bumrah, whom we all know would not have made to the Champions Trophy squad, yet he was just picked and the team was hoping for a miracle or something of that sort. Now, Harshit Rana has looked very good. He's very talented. He's got a lot of skills, but he has to keep learning, because he's now very new to international cricket and he's prone to being attacked. He's prone to being hit by the batters. So he has to keep bowling and learn a lot of things right now. He has to face the harsh realities of international cricket. I think one bowler who, in my opinion, could be India's dark horse, could be one player who may end up as one of the highest wicket takers for India, or the highest wicket taker for India, or probably one of the highest in the tournament, is Arshdeep Singh. We haven't seen him bowl in this series, I understand, but Arshdeep Singh, with the skills he has, with the experience he has, and the way he bowled in that Asia Cup of 2022 in this Dubai stadium itself, this pitch itself, I think Arshdeep Singh is all set to really create history. Arshdeep Singh will be India's dark horse, and I truly somewhere feel very, very strongly in my heart that Arshdeep Singh is going to throw up some magic and he's going to surprise all of us very, very pleasantly. Kuldeep Yadav, one of India's finest wrist spinners in the last few years, the greatest finds from the IPL, has looked a bit off color. The way he bowled, he was good. He has all the skills, he has all the experience, but he looked a bit off color. So I think a lot more bowling in the nets, a lot more bowling to the big batters will help. But Kuldeep Yadav, with his experience, will come good when the time comes. Varun Chakravarti looked very impressive. He was brought back to the Indian side out of nowhere when it looked like his international career was over, but he was brought back. And the way he's performed since then, the confidence he's shown, of course, the captains have shown confidence in him to hand over the ball frequently, but he's also given that confidence back to the captain. He's bowled confidently. He hasn't worried about what he'll do. The way he looked in the 2021 T20 World Cup when he first played for India, that Pakistan game, 152 for no loss Pakistan. So there he did look a bit nervous, a bit anxious, and he did panic during those crunch moments. But here he looked very confident, whether it was in the T20 games or whether it was in the one day. So I think Varun Chakravarti is another very good option for India, who with his mystery spin and his unpredictability could spin a lot of magic for India. So I think from here, this is a very good opportunity for India to really win another ICC tournament, especially the ODI format. We lost that final, unfortunate, on 19 November 2023. This is the time to avenge it, because in UAE conditions, in the Dubai conditions, India can really do well. India has played a lot of cricket. India knows how the pitch behaves. India knows how when to bat, when to bowl, what kind of fielders you need, everything. I think India is very well prepared, and if Rohit Sharma continues with this form, if Shubman Gill is able to replicate the form outside of India, and then Virat Kohli too finds form, I don't see any reason India cannot lift this trophy this time. I think India are strong contenders, and India are the forerunners to lift this trophy this time. And I think we may just bring another trophy home within a span of a year. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.